smart, it looks good on you, it works, so... Just checking.
Three mana, constant card draw, and the ability to flicker your entire board. If you're looking to build the ultimate Azorius equipment deck, you need to be looking at the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. At a mana cost of 1 generic, 1 white, and 1 blue, her card reads, Flying. Whenever Mighty Thor attacks, exile up to 1 target non-token artifact or creature, then return that card to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Whenever an equipment you control enters, draw a card. She provides a brilliant stat line to start, and it only gets better from there. You can use her attack trigger for pure value, or offensively to temporarily remove a blocker. But what makes her truly premium is her second ability. Putting a draw engine like Pure Steel Paladin directly into the command zone is incredibly powerful. Today we're breaking down some of the best synergies, combos, and flicker targets to build the ultimate Jane Foster deck. Let's get into it. When you're building this deck, your first consideration should be equipment that auto-equips upon entering. This allows you to flicker them with your commander's attack trigger and instantly re-equip them to a different creature for free. But beyond those, you have 2 absolute mandatory includes: Hammer of Nazahn and Sigarda's Aid. These cards allow you to auto-equip any equipment that enters. This means you can flicker an equipment with a massive equip cost and completely bypass paying for it. When it comes to flickering, we have to talk about Sword of Hearth and Home. It is already one of the best equipments in the format, and it shines even brighter here. It gives you the best of an equipment deck while leaning heavily into a Flicker Subtheme. While Ephemerate is still the undisputed king of flicker spells, we can definitely branch out. Philia Exuberant Shepherd allows you to flicker equipment effortlessly. And a lesser-played card like Against All Odds finally has a home in this deck. Getting to reanimate and flicker an artifact or creature is exactly what this build wants to do. But there is one interaction that stands out above the rest: the tech plays you can pull off with Assassin Gauntlet. Because you can keep flickering the Gauntlet with your commander, you get to tap down entire sections of the battlefield when you attack. This might just be the best card in the entire deck. And the synergy doesn't end there. While Jane can't wield the new Marvel Mjolnir, she can absolutely use Mjolnir's Stormhammer from the Assassin's Creed set. When combined with Assassin Gauntlet's tap-down effect, you start pushing through a massive amount of damage. If you lean into this tap-down sub-theme, you can repeatedly buy creature effects like Subblast Angel and Githzerai Monk with your flicker triggers. At this point, you can drop Split Up as a completely one-sided board wipe. Real quick, if you're enjoying this deck tech and want to see more commander guides, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. The deck also has a raft of good options to flicker purely for value. Pre-war Formal Wear allows you to keep reanimating cheap creatures. It gets even better when the equipment entering triggers your commander's card draw. Your flicker targets exist on a wide spectrum. You could flicker something innocent like Archaeomancer's Map to grab 2 more planes. Or you could do something completely evil and reset the One Ring. Of course, the bread and butter of your flicker targets are the cards you already want to play. Stoneforge Mystic and Cloud Midgar Mercenary can be reused to your heart's content. And Masterwork of Ingenuity gets even better since you can reset what it copies whenever you like. Add in Azorius staples like Skyclave Apparition and Sun Titan, and you have an unstoppable value engine. Looking back at the Marvel superhero set, we have some fantastic in-universe includes. Loki, God of Mischief, will trigger constantly when we use our equip abilities or target things with our commander. Shuri, Wakandan Inventor, reduces the cost of our artifact spells and allows us to turn our artifacts into a copy of a second artifact we control. Morphing a simple clue or treasure token into an extra copy of Sword of Hearth and Home is undeniably sweet. Mechanics from other recent sets also tie perfectly into what the Mighty Thor wants to do. The new Warp mechanic allows you to play something face down for cheap, and then flicker it with Jane Foster for a massive mana discount. The equipment reanimation of Esteli Reclaimer benefits heavily from this. You can also use Starfield Shepherd to draw extra cards or reset your prepared creatures. The Mighty Thor Jane Foster might just end up having more longevity than Thor God of Thunder himself. She provides a tremendous amount of value, a great body to play Voltron with, and enough utility to support some wildly exciting flicker themes. How are you building Jane Foster? Are you leaning heavily into equipment or focusing on the flicker? Let me know down in the comments.
What? We were just talking.